last year was your best year here at the Rock in your time being here. What are your expectations for this season, if you have any yet?
Well, yeah, I mean, to win, have a winning season, you always want to be better than you were the previous year. So, I mean, the expectation is to be better. But without playing any games and not really having anything to go off of, it is hard to make an assessment. We've been inside. Our games played outside. There's a lot of factors that we're unable to assess this early in the season. But that's expected. It's like that every year. But we have a lot of returners, but we also lost a lot of seniors and leadership in that regard too. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, the jury's still out.
Yeah. Speaking of the games, you have your first 20 games are all kind of across the Eastern Seaboard here.
Yeah.
What does that mean to the team? How can you use that to help with the rest of the season back here in Slippery Rock?
And with the travel well, it just depends. We're opening up this weekend in South Carolina. This is everyone's first weekend. So, we're playing a nationally ranked team. We're playing some really good competition, but it's everyone's first weekend out. So it's really an opportunity for us to see how we match against some really good competition. Did we do the work that we needed to do in the off season? There's a starting place for everyone. But as we get closer to Florida, that's really going to kind of set the pace because we're going to be playing teams who've played upwards to 30 games before we even get down there, and so it's being able to use these weekends as an opportunity to work on some things that we can't inside, get game ready, game pace ready, really challenge our pitchers when they're only used to seeing our batters. There's a lot to learn in these next couple weeks, even though I'm sure it's not always going to be pretty, but that's the point. So it's really just to learn and to grow and to get ready for our conference, and just to see how we size up against all types of competition.
Yeah, and you also mentioned you lost some veteran leadership in the off season. How will the team actually step up to that, and who will take over for those players?
Sure. I mean, there's always a transition period every year. You always lose some seniors, whether it's 2, 3, or 6, like what we did. And it definitely, there was an identity change. But the great thing is we have almost an entire year to kind of figure that out. We have a fall season, we have our off season, we're working, and I feel like we're slowly starting to find that identity. And it's really easy when you have another strong senior class. Kaylee Myers, Megan Brown, top performers coming back, and they're picking up where those other 6 have left off. Because we have a small junior class, they've partnered together, and so we have another strong 6. They just look different. They have different names. But it just takes time to allow for that leadership to emerge, and I think we're almost there. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're picked 3rd in the PSAC West preseason rankings. What does that mean to you? Does that mean anything to you, or is it really just...
No, it doesn't really mean anything to me. I mean, I think it's flattering because it's coming from the coaches. And so for me, when I see that, I see respect. I see that they know that we're competitive. But I also think, we have so much more to prove, missing playoffs the last couple years nearly by one game, And so for me, although it is flattering, it doesn't say anything. We have so much to prove to ourselves, and we haven't reached our goals yet. So as much as it's easy to get caught up in those things, it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, in the long run.
In the long run, yeah.
And then last question, is there a player or two who you think will have a huge season to make a breakout year?
I think you're going to see, I expect to see wonderful things from people the names you've heard, Myers, Brown. I think Cammie's going to have another great year. I mean, she had a breakout freshman year, but I expect her to continue down that path in the pitcher's mound. I just have this feeling that Alexa Guglielmino is going to have a breakout year. She had a great sophomore year, but that sophomore to junior year, we see time and time again being a great jump, maturity, understanding the game slows down, and she's one that's there at that jump. And so I see big things coming from her, especially. I hope I'm right. So hopefully we can come back and
look that
up and say I told you so. But I think we're going to see a lot of the same things from the returners because they're just consistent. They've been doing those things since they were here. But watch out for Alexa.
All right.